Hi, you beautiful, beautiful lot. My energy's well back. Hence, I'm back here doing a little video. There's a number of things I want to just mention today. One is taking some extended time out. Two is about we've put in a new clearing for the 19th of November. So giving you these details today. And then I just wanted to, apart from the many thank yous for that extraordinary year I had, just wanted to talk to you about another surrender story briefly, because I'll never get all the details in. But here we are. How are you doing in these extraordinary times that we're living in? I know we keep on saying it, but they are extraordinary. So first of all, let's just crack on with the new clearing. I haven't done a general deep clearing for over a year. So it's going to be powerful. And in these groups, it is really powerful. And a great time. I spoke to my dear friend, dear beautiful friend, Pan Gregory, a few weeks ago, when my energy was back, saying, okay, I need to do a clearing. 19th of November sounds like a good date. And she gave me this information, but so I'm no astrologer. But 19th of November is when Pluto returns to Aquarius fully and stays in that sign for another 20 years. The last major transit of Pluto in that sign was from 1777 to 1798. That was a time of revolution, French, American rebellions. It was against the old power structures. Sound familiar? And so this is a gradual shift. So, as I said, Aquarius is the sign of a revolution, rebellion, but freedom, truth, humanitarianism, communities, and innovation. So life is going to speed up more from this point, and it's a great time to clear the old from this year, from previous years, from this lifetime, from other lifetimes. And if stuff wasn't able to be cleared when you've done clearings before, maybe now is the time. It's a great time for us to step into our spiritual sovereignty and embrace what we can co-create as an era of freedom for us, for you, and for all humanity. So that's going to be on the 19th. I've put in a really special exchange until the 5th of November. So if you want to get on, great time just to book in for that. And all the details will be below this video or on my website. I've also put in just a few selected individual one-to-ones in November and December, because it's really important. I am so thankful, and I thank you for being on that rocket ship from mid 23 to 24. I thank you. Without you, it wouldn't have been. Too many people to individually thank, but it was extraordinary year. So many people were helped. We had clearings, we had thousands on the clearings. We taught hundreds how to clear their own and others' Akashic records. And now we've even got a select few that are now teaching others how to clear. You can find all that information on the website. So there's more backup systems, more people doing this. And that's all we're trying to do, help as many people as possible. And just like the clearing we're going to do on the 19th, we will cover it. Try to cover as many areas as possible. But it did tap an energetic time out on me. So that year kind of came to an end in July 24, when I was over in Ireland doing some in-person training, and then came back and did some online. And it was that point. There was no non-conditional. I had to stop. I had to sleep take time out. And when, even though things were being offered to me, I needed to stay in my integrity and my honesty. That's where we need to stay. And once I'd rested, I was reflecting, and I'm doing some deep integration. We're doing some deep integration then, and I'm still doing some of that now. And of course, the energy comes back. So I am pleased to be with you again. And if it resonates, we will work together and go forward through these very interesting but amazing, can be challenging times. I know a lot of people have been feeling physically challenged, emotionally challenged, lots of fatigue. So we need to do what we need to do. The other thing that I wanted to say to you is about many of you will know about my surrender story back at the beginning of 2022, where I was in debt. I had nowhere to live. I was going to be homeless. And I took a rope to my neck, but I took it off. And I literally handed myself across to the universe, expecting loads of bad things to happen when only amazing things happened. I was given stuff, I was totally looked after, but I did hand it across to God and the universe. Well, I have got a friend, a really good friend, called Joe. Joe is in his 80s now, and he recently had an accident and he ended up in hospital. And the first thing about this story is how the New Earth community come around him. There was 33 of us ended up being in his WhatsApp support group. And for the many weeks that he was in hospital, every day he had a visitor, every day he had support. We rallied around. And since he's come back to his own home, for most days he's had a visitor. I actually stayed with him for 3 days just to see how things were going, because his movement isn't that great right now. But the community spirit was amazing, and this is all about New Earth, and he's doing so well. But in that time when I was staying with him, even though I know him very well, he expanded on a story about surrender, about because he felt very similar to what I did when he was 28 years of age, was trying to look for answers, was trying to find out what life was about. And, you know, many of us have gone through this, what it is all about. And at the age of 28, he was having those same thoughts. And he looked in the mirror, and I'm never going to get all the words right. So I'm not going to pretend that I can get all the words right. But basically, he did the same thing. He handed himself across to the universe. And from that moment onwards, he has never looked back. He has been totally looked after. Now, I don't believe he's actually ever had a paid job, but he's always had somewhere to live. He's he's not been relying on the state or anything. He's been totally looked after, mentally, spiritually, physically, up until that. This is his first time in hospital, money-wise and material security. So from 28 now in his 80s, it's an extraordinary story. And we know we're going through this letting go of the past, handing ourselves over to the divine God, universe. And it'd be interesting if anybody's got any amazing stories themselves, would love to hear from you. But for now, I'm going to leave it there. I'm sure I've yabbered on for enough. So I am so grateful for you, everything that's happening, even when it's felt tricky, because I know I've been through it for the last few months. Some days you can be great, some days you're not so great, even hour to hour. And I'm going through that surrender process again. What's happening? What's the next thing? Where are we going? Where are we living? But it's all about the trust and the surrender. So I look forward for you, for those who are drawn to come and do this beautiful work into the golden records, the golden frequencies. I look forward to seeing you on the 19th of November, and we'll check in a little bit more from now on. Sending you love. I really look forward to seeing everybody in Germany, by the way. Going to Stuttgart in a couple of weekends on the 9th and 10th of November. So really look forward to seeing you there. If there is a few places left, if anybody wants to join on that. But I look forward to seeing you very soon. And lots of love until then.